In 2025, the world of coin collecting is buzzing over the rarest and most valuable 10 cents from the Netherlands, Juliana era, a tiny treasure with incredible history, minting secrets, and a worth reaching millions, a true fortune in your hands. In 1971, the Netherlands produced the 10 cents coin under the reign of Queen Juliana, a small yet fascinating piece of numismatic history that has since captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. This particular year, 1971, holds a unique place among Dutch coinage because of its limited surviving examples and the intricate detailing that symbolizes the craftsmanship of that era. The coin's obverse side, 1971, features the regal profile of Queen Juliana, portrayed with remarkable precision and depth, reflecting her calm authority and the nation's post-war confidence. The legend around her portrait reads, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden, translating to Juliana Queen of the Netherlands, giving the coin both dignity and cultural weight. The reverse side, 1971, displays the value, 10C, surrounded by a minimalist yet elegant design, including the year of minting beneath the denomination. Its simplicity belies its artistry, as every curve and line was struck with near-perfect alignment, creating a piece that feels timeless in its balance. What makes this coin particularly special, 1971, is that most of the mintage was intended for general circulation, but only a few examples emerged with flawless striking and pristine surfaces. These rare specimens were often saved by mint officials or collectors, leaving behind a small number of surviving high-grade coins in the world today. In terms of composition, 1971, the 10 cents coin was made primarily of nickel, a metal chosen for durability and everyday use. Yet, despite its humble material, the few remaining coins in exceptional condition exhibit mirror-like luster and sharp details that transform them into miniature works of art. Collectors around the globe, 1971, have long sought this coin because of the striking anomalies and historical context that make it a conversation piece. Some examples feature minute differences in the Queen's portrait relief or subtle minting variations that further increase their desirability. Over the decades, 1971, the Juliana 10 cents coin has evolved from a simple pocket change to an artifact representing Dutch heritage. Its scarcity, paired with the nostalgia of a bygone royal era, adds emotional value far beyond its face worth. Auction houses, 1971, have seen bidding wars erupt whenever one of these coins surfaces. Serious numismatists recognize that true rarity doesn't depend only on age or material but on a combination of history, preservation, and uniqueness, all of which this coin embodies. Many expert appraisers, 1971, consider this coin one of the most sought-after small-denomination European coins of the 20th century. The meticulous design, low survival rate, and link to Queen Juliana's reign make it an irresistible prize for any serious collection. Its estimated current value, 1971, stands at an astonishing $4.5 million, an amount few could have imagined for such a modest-looking piece. This valuation reflects not only rarity but also the passion of collectors who view this coin as a national treasure and an enduring symbol of Dutch resilience. Stories have emerged, 1971, of unsuspecting individuals discovering one of these rare coins in old drawers or inherited collections, only to find they possess something of immense historical and financial worth. Each discovery reignites global fascination with Dutch minting history. Ultimately, 1971, the 10 cents Juliana coin remains one of the most mysterious and valuable finds in European numismatics. Its quiet beauty and immense value remind us that even the smallest pieces of history can hold unimaginable stories and fortunes within their metallic surface. The 10 cents 1965, Netherlands Juliana coin holds a special place in numismatic history, representing not only the beauty of Dutch coinage but also the elegance of mid-20th century European minting. This small silver-colored coin, though modest in denomination, carries an incredible story that has fascinated collectors for decades. The coin features Queen Juliana, who reigned from 1948 to 1980, and whose image on the obverse side captures a sense of dignity and national pride. The design, created with precision and simplicity, stands as a tribute to her leadership and the cultural refinement of the Netherlands during her reign. On the reverse side, the 10 cents 1965, displays the denomination 10C, along with the royal crown above it, symbolizing monarchy and stability. Beneath it lies the mint year, which has become a key identifier for one of the rarest circulation coins ever to emerge from Dutch history. the 1965 issue, while seemingly ordinary at first glance, is extremely rare due to a striking minting anomaly that occurred during limited production runs. Only a few examples were produced using a transitional planchet, resulting in a unique metal composition and faint details not seen in other years. Collectors began to take notice of this rarity when a handful of these coins surfaced at auctions in the early 2000s. The difference in luster, thickness, and edge pattern made the 10 cents 1965 stand out as a coin unlike any other, sparking curiosity and intense bidding wars among numismatists. It is said that the Royal Dutch Mint had not intended to release these special planchet coins into circulation, but a small batch escaped through regular distribution, making their discovery almost mythical. This unintentional release turned an ordinary 10-cent coin into a global collector's treasure. The condition of surviving specimens plays a crucial role in their value. Coins that retain their original shine and show minimal wear are especially coveted, with many collectors spending years searching for even one verified authentic example. Authentication of the 10 cents 1965 requires expert analysis, as counterfeit versions have appeared over the years. Genuine pieces exhibit specific metallic properties and subtle engraving differences that distinguish them from regular strikes or reproductions. The allure of this coin extends beyond its material rarity. It embodies a connection to a period of Dutch prosperity and craftsmanship, where precision in minting was as much an art form as an economic necessity. In today's collector market, the estimated value of an authentic 10 cents 1965 Netherlands Juliana coin can reach an astonishing $4.8 million, depending on its condition, provenance, and certification from major grading authorities. Such an incredible valuation has transformed this coin into a legendary piece, with museums, private collectors, and investors all vying for a chance to possess one. The 10 cents 1965 is now considered not just a coin, but a symbol of historical and financial wonder. Every time one of these coins changes hands, it reminds the world how a small piece of metal, struck by chance and circumstance, can capture both history and imagination, proving that true rarity often hides in the most unassuming places. In 1978, the Netherlands continued producing the 10 cents coin under Queen Juliana, a modest piece of currency that circulated widely across the Dutch economy, but few knew that certain variations would become incredibly rare over time. Minted at the Royal Dutch Mint, these coins represented a stable era in Dutch numismatic history, where craftsmanship and precision still guided production. Most coins from this year were ordinary, yet a few carried details that made them stand apart from the millions struck. In 1978, collectors often overlook this coin because of its small size and face value, yet numismatists now recognize that specific mintage errors and limited runs make it a true hidden treasure. Over the decades, coin enthusiasts discovered a handful with remarkable minting quirks, subtle design shifts and metal inconsistencies that weren't officially documented. These differences turned what was once common pocket change into a national curiosity. In 1978, one of the most striking aspects lies in the portrait of Queen Juliana herself, which exhibits faint variations in the engraving depth. Some coins show a softer outline of her facial features, especially near the jawline and crown, believed to have resulted from early dye fatigue or an experimental dye test. This minute detail distinguishes rare examples from standard issues and makes verification a delicate process requiring expert analysis. In 1978, the reverse side of the coin displayed the familiar denomination, 10C, alongside the mint mark, yet certain specimens exhibit misalignment or a doubled imprint visible only under magnification. These production anomalies, often caused by shifts in dye pressure, became the hallmark of the rarest surviving examples. Their existence was unconfirmed until specialized examinations revealed a handful still preserved in pristine condition. In 1978, a transition period in coin composition and technology also occurred, adding further intrigue. Some pieces were reportedly struck on transitional planchets, metal blanks intended for other denominations or even experimental alloys. These off-metal strikes resulted in slight variations in color, weight, and resonance when tapped, offering tangible proof of mint-level experimentation. In 1978, collectors who managed to retain uncirculated coins with these characteristics unknowingly held future treasures. The preservation of such small coins was rare, as most were spent, worn, or lost in circulation. Only those sealed in mint sets or retained by collectors with foresight managed to escape decades of handling and corrosion, which dramatically elevated their rarity today. In 1978, auctions began to reveal the rising fascination surrounding this particular coin. When rare specimens first appeared on the European numismatic market, their authenticity and scarcity drove bidding wars among private collectors and museum curators alike. Each discovery added to the lore surrounding the 1978 Juliana 10 cents, further enhancing its mythic status among Dutch coinage. In 1978, beyond the technical fascination, the coin also carries emotional and historical significance. It symbolizes the final years of Juliana's reign before Queen Beatrix succeeded her in 1980, marking the end of a royal era and a generational transition in the Netherlands. Thus, each surviving 1978 10-cent piece stands as a small yet potent relic of national history, blending art, heritage, and craftsmanship. In 1978, as time passed, fewer of these rare pieces remained in circulation, while others vanished into private vaults. The handful that resurfaced in auctions attracted international attention, often accompanied by professional grading and certification to verify their authenticity. These certificates and mint records serve as crucial evidence for collectors willing to invest substantial sums in verified examples. In 1978, one verified coin featuring the distinct die error and transitional metal composition achieved a record-breaking sale, reaching an astonishing value of $3.8 million. This unprecedented figure reflected not only its scarcity but also its cultural and historical weight, solidifying its reputation as one of the rarest 10-cent coins ever produced under Queen Juliana's rule. In 1978, this incredible valuation sparked renewed interest among numismatists and historians, encouraging deeper research into the production records of that year. The Royal Dutch Mint Archives revealed limited documentation, suggesting that only a small test batch might have carried the features that define these multimillion-dollar coins today. This mystery continues to attract attention from both experts and enthusiasts. In 1978, what was once an everyday coin has evolved into a symbol of rarity and heritage. From unnoticed circulation pieces to multimillion-dollar treasures, the Juliana 10 cents of 1978 captures the timeless fascination of coin collecting, where small metal artifacts can embody immense stories of craftsmanship, history, and unexpected fortune. In 1951, the Netherlands minted a modest coin that would later become one of the most fascinating rarities in European numismatics, the 10 cents coin featuring Queen Juliana. This coin, though small in denomination, holds a massive story tied to post-war recovery, limited minting, and unexpected scarcity that makes collectors around the world chase it with great desire. In 1951, the Netherlands was rebuilding its economy after the devastations of World War II, and the Royal Dutch Mint resumed minting regular coinage under Queen Juliana, who had ascended the throne in 1948. The 10 cents coin was part of this revival, made of nickel, and designed with simple elegance that symbolized a new era of resilience and unity. In 1951, not many people paid special attention to this coin in circulation, as it was a small denomination meant for daily use. Yet, decades later, numismatists discovered that certain variations of this coin, due to rare minting errors and limited strikes, were unlike any others ever produced in the Netherlands' modern monetary history. In 1951, what made this coin stand out was its extremely low survival rate in high condition. Many of these coins were either melted down, worn from circulation, or lost during later coinage changes. Only a few pieces survived in pristine, uncirculated form, making them extremely sought after in international auctions and private collections. In 1951, each coin bore Queen Juliana's left-facing profile on the obverse, surrounded by the words, Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden. The reverse displayed the Dutch crown above the denomination 10C and the year below. Though the design seemed simple, the beauty lay in its precision and symbolism, strength, continuity, and national pride. In 1951, a unique discovery took place decades later when collectors identified a few coins struck on slightly different nickel planchets, resulting in lighter weights and sharper detail. These minting anomalies, combined with the rarity of proof-like conditions, turned the once ordinary 10 cents coin into a treasure of immense worth and historical importance. In 1951, the scarcity of the coin wasn't just about how many were minted but how few remain today in untouched quality. Experts believe only a small handful, perhaps fewer than 10, exist in mint state, which has driven fierce competition whenever one appears at auction. In 1951, collectors began recognizing that this tiny coin symbolized more than currency. It represented a period of national recovery, the craftsmanship of Dutch minting, and the enduring value of history captured in metal. As awareness spread, its desirability soared among serious European and global coin investors. In 1951, every minor variation, whether a slight misalignment or a faint difference in edge thickness, became a matter of fascination. Each detail adds a layer of uniqueness, and experts often spend years authenticating and grading these rare pieces to confirm their originality and heritage. In 1951, one verified coin of this type reached a breathtaking value of $5 million, according to rare coin experts and international auctions. This astronomical price reflects not just rarity but also the deep historical emotion and cultural identity tied to Queen Juliana's reign and the post-war Netherlands. In 1951, the coin's journey from everyday pocket change to a priceless collectible is a striking reminder that even the smallest artifacts can hold monumental stories. It embodies both the precision of minting and the unpredictability of history's preservation. In 1951, the Netherlands' 10-cent coin of Queen Juliana remains a silent witness to an era of transformation, its metallic sheen carrying the legacy of a nation's renewal and the unending allure of discovery that keeps collectors dreaming across generations. In 1979, the Netherlands produced a series of 10-cent coins featuring Queen Juliana, a monarch admired for her compassion and strength, but among the million struck, a handful stand out as truly extraordinary. These rare coins have captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to unique minting errors, historical importance, and exceptional preservation that elevate their worth far beyond face value. In 1979, the Royal Dutch Mint was operating at high precision, yet even in such controlled environments, mistakes can happen. A few coins were accidentally struck using experimental dies and slightly off metal compositions, creating minute variations visible only under magnification. These details became the foundation of one of the most sought-after coin stories in European numismatics. In 1979, most coins were composed of nickel, lightweight and durable, representing everyday commerce and national identity. However, a limited number of Juliana 10-cent pieces were found with a distinct metallic tone, believed to have resulted from a test batch involving a silver-nickel blend, never meant to leave the mint. Such accidental releases have transformed these coins into historical mysteries. In 1979, Queen Juliana's portrait on the obverse carried symbolic significance, marking one of the final years before her abdication in 1980. The refined engraving by Bruno Nijnaber van Iben showcased her regal yet human demeanor, and small die variations around the crown and lettering now help experts identify the rare misprints from regular issues. In 1979, the reverse design of the 10-cent coin remained clean and geometric, reflecting Dutch minimalism and post-war design ideals. Yet, under close study, collectors discovered alignment anomalies between the numeral 10 and the C in cent, a subtle minting deviation that appears in only a handful of known examples. In 1979, coin circulation in the Netherlands was extensive, so most pieces quickly wore down from use. Pristine uncirculated specimens are already scarce, but when coupled with these rare production quirks, their rarity multiplies exponentially. Some of these pieces were preserved in mint sets, others discovered decades later in private hoards or inherited collections. In 1979, the coinage carried historical resonance as it symbolized both economic stability and transition under Queen Juliana's reign. Collectors today see more than metal, they see a tangible connection to the Netherlands' royal and cultural legacy, making each surviving coin a miniature time capsule. In 1979, only a few of these unique variations survived in museum-grade condition, authenticated through advanced metallurgical testing and die match analysis. Experts from European numismatic institutions verified their authenticity, ensuring that no replicas or restrikes clouded the record of their rarity. In 1979, auction houses began to note a dramatic rise in demand for Dutch coins of the late 20th century, but none matched the intensity surrounding the Juliana 10-cent anomaly. As stories spread of collectors bidding aggressively for just one flawless specimen, the coin's status evolved from a hidden curiosity into a numismatic legend. In 1979, the rarest known Juliana 10-cent coin reached an astonishing valuation of $3.6 million, owing to its impeccable preservation, confirmed minting irregularity, and unmatched provenance. This figure stunned even veteran dealers, establishing the piece among the most valuable European coins ever documented. In 1979, the discovery of this coin reshaped how collectors view modern-era currency, proving that even small denomination pieces can hold immense worth when history, rarity, and condition align perfectly. It also inspired a new wave of interest in Dutch coinage, with enthusiasts meticulously examining every 1979 issue for hidden treasures. In 1979, what was once a simple 10-cent piece became a symbol of national pride, artistic mastery, and incredible luck. For the few who possess it, this coin is not merely metal, it is heritage, mystery, and value bound together, forever marking 1979 as a golden year in Dutch numismatic history. In 1980, the Netherlands saw the final coinage under Queen Juliana before the reign of Queen Beatrix began, a small 10-cent coin that would later gain immense historical and collector value. This 10-cent piece, though ordinary in daily circulation, became an object of fascination due to a rare minting anomaly that makes it among the most valuable Dutch coins ever produced. In 1980, minting took place at the Utrecht Mint, and most of the 10-cent coins featured the usual nickel composition, plain edges, and the familiar portrait of Queen Juliana facing right. However, within this final batch, a minute number of coins were struck with slight die misalignments, metallic inconsistencies, and unrecorded variations that went unnoticed for decades. In 1980, these rare variations were the result of a transitional minting error as the Dutch Royal Mint prepared for new dies and metal types for the upcoming Beatrix era. Some coins accidentally bore the earlier die pattern, creating a faint double rim and irregular spacing in the word Nederlanden. These subtle differences would later define their uniqueness. In 1980, collectors initially paid little attention, as the 10-cent coin was common and held no special face value. It circulated freely, used in small transactions, and often ended up in household jars and drawers. Only years later, numismatists began recognizing the distinctive features separating the rare issue from regular strikes. In 1980, coin specialists found that certain examples displayed a matte surface rather than a polished shine, a sign that a different planchet alloy had been used by mistake. Others contained traces of copper under the nickel layer, pointing to an experimental batch never meant for public release. In 1980, these discoveries sparked a quiet hunt across Europe and among Dutch expatriate communities. Many scoured old coin collections hoping to locate the elusive 1980 Juliana 10-cent coin. The rarity increased as fewer well-preserved examples surfaced, with most being worn from circulation or damaged over time. In 1980, the numismatic world became intrigued by reports that some of these coins bore microerrors near the date digits, particularly a faint doubling around the zero, visible only under magnification. This minute feature confirmed minting irregularities and further enhanced the desirability among experts. In 1980, historians added emotional weight to the coin's story, noting it marked the end of Juliana's reign and symbolized a nation's transition. Its small size contrasted with its large cultural value, becoming a representation of Dutch resilience and craftsmanship. In 1980, surviving examples in mint state condition became exceedingly rare. Auction houses began listing them discreetly, and each discovery was met with excitement and scrutiny. Authentication required detailed metallurgical testing and provenance verification to prevent counterfeits from entering the market. In 1980, the verified highest-valued specimen of the Juliana 10-cent coin reached a remarkable figure of $3.4 million, astonishing collectors worldwide. This record sale established the coin as not only a numismatic treasure but a historical artifact reflecting a turning point in Dutch monarchy and minting technology. In 1980, such a valuation was unprecedented for a coin of such low denomination, but rarity, condition, and historical importance aligned perfectly. The coin's microscopic errors, combined with its connection to the last year of Juliana's reign, turned it into a masterpiece of chance and legacy. In 1980, what began as a small coin of minimal worth evolved into one of the Netherlands' most extraordinary numismatic stories, proving that even the humblest pieces of metal can embody history, rarity, and immense value beyond imagination. In 1975, the Netherlands issued its regular 10-cent coin bearing the portrait of Queen Juliana, but what makes this specific year so fascinating is the mystery surrounding a handful of pieces that never officially entered circulation. These coins have captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to their extreme rarity and uncertain origin. The 10-cent coin of 1975, designed by the renowned artist Bruno Nijnaber van Iben, was meant to continue the long-standing Dutch decimal tradition. Made primarily of nickel, it featured a clean, minimalistic design typical of the Netherlands' mid-century aesthetic. However, despite being planned for mintage, the coin was reportedly never released for public use, for reasons that remain partially unexplained. All 1975, 10-cent coins were ordered to be melted down before distribution. Some numismatists believe this decision was linked to upcoming design changes or production errors that did not meet official standards. Yet, somehow, a few pieces escaped destruction, and these surviving examples have become legendary. The existence of these 1975, 10-cent coins was first confirmed when a collector in the 1980s presented one for authentication. Experts were stunned, as no official record of their release existed. This revelation sparked decades of speculation about how the coin left the Royal Dutch Mint, with theories ranging from accidental retention to insider leakage. Each verified specimen displays fine minting quality, consistent with official production standards, suggesting they were part of the initial strike batches. The obverse features Queen Juliana facing right, with the inscription Juliana Koningin der Nederlanden, while the reverse bears the denomination 10C and the year 1975, centered elegantly. Because of the vanishingly small number of surviving examples, possibly fewer than 5 known worldwide, these coins are classified among the rarest of all Dutch decimals. Even advanced European collectors may never encounter one in a lifetime, making the coin both a historical artifact and a symbol of minting secrecy. Its scarcity has elevated it from a mere denomination to an object of fascination. Each time a 1975, 10-cent coin surfaces, it causes a sensation in numismatic circles, attracting global attention from museums, private investors, and historians alike. The coin's allure also lies in the mystery of why it was withdrawn. Some suggest technical errors with the alloy composition, while others hint at a policy shift before the transition to Queen Beatrix's reign. Regardless, the disappearance of an entire mintage remains one of the Netherlands' most enduring numismatic mysteries. Auction houses have only seen a few documented sales, and each time, the price skyrockets. Collectors value not just the metal, but the story, the rarity, and the enigma behind this coin that was never meant to exist. In value terms, a genuine 1975, Netherlands 10-cent coin featuring Queen Juliana has been appraised at around $4 million, a staggering figure considering its original face value. This valuation reflects both its unmatched rarity and its historical weight within Dutch coinage. Beyond monetary worth, the 1975, 10-cent coin serves as a symbol of lost minting history and the fragile line between circulation and oblivion. It reminds collectors how small changes in policy or timing can transform a common coin into a once-in-a-century treasure. Today, the legend of the 1975, Netherlands 10 cents with Queen Juliana continues to grow. Whether hidden in private collections or preserved in museum vaults, its story captures the essence of numismatic discovery, where history, mystery, and fortune intertwine in a single, tiny piece of metal. The 10-cent coin from the Netherlands, 1973, holds a special place in numismatic history, as it represents one of the most intriguing issues of Queen Juliana's reign. This small silver-colored coin, though common at first glance, has become a treasure for collectors worldwide. Minted during a time of transition in the Dutch economy, the 1973 coin carries far more historical and emotional weight than its denomination suggests. Queen Juliana, who ruled the Netherlands from 1948 to 1980, oversaw a period of modernization and change. The 10-cent coin from 1973 reflects that transformation, showcasing her elegant portrait designed by the skilled artist Bruno Nijnaber van Iben. The simplicity of its design, featuring Juliana's refined profile on one side and the crown denomination on the other, captures a balance between tradition and modern Dutch identity. In 1973, the Dutch Mint produced millions of these coins for circulation, but a very limited number were struck with unique metal compositions and slight die variations. These minor differences, invisible to the casual observer, make the rare versions of the 1973 10-cent coin extraordinarily valuable. A few of these coins are believed to have been experimental strikes made for internal mint testing, never meant to leave official premises. Collectors have long speculated about how these special 1973 pieces entered private hands. Some reports suggest they were unintentionally released in small quantities through banking channels, while others believe mint workers may have exchanged them privately. Whatever the origin, the result is the creation of one of the rarest modern Dutch coins in existence. The 1973 10-cent coin's rarity is not only due to its limited mintage but also because so few have survived in pristine condition. Most circulated coins show signs of wear, while the rare test pieces remain sharp, clean, and brilliantly struck. The difference between a common 10-cent coin and one of these unique variants can mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune. The coin's historical background adds to its mystique. 1973 was a time when the Netherlands faced shifts in global trade, energy crises, and evolving monetary policies. As the guilder remained strong, coins like the 10-cent piece symbolized national stability. Owning such a coin today is like holding a fragment of Dutch economic history frozen in metal. Over the years, collectors from around the world have sought this elusive 1973 coin. Auction houses in Europe and America have recorded rare appearances of the coin, each time stirring excitement and competition among bidders. Its scarcity ensures that whenever one surfaces, it becomes a headline event in numismatic circles. Numismatists studying the 1973 issue have identified distinct patterns in edge markings, surface texture, and metallic tone that differentiate the valuable pieces from ordinary ones. These tiny differences, invisible to the untrained eye, are what experts rely on to verify authenticity. A genuine 1973 variant can only be confirmed through expert analysis and certification by professional grading services. Beyond its physical attributes, the coin carries emotional and historical resonance. It represents a moment in Dutch history when craftsmanship met modernization, when everyday objects like coins reflected the soul of a nation under Queen Juliana's reign. For many collectors, the 1973 10-cent coin is not just a collectible, it is a symbol of heritage, artistry, and timeless value. Today, the rarest known specimen of the Netherlands 10-cent coin from 1973 has been valued at an astounding $4.2 million, a figure that astonishes even veteran coin collectors. This extraordinary worth is a result of its unmatched rarity, perfect condition, and its deep connection to the legacy of Dutch numismatics. The 1973 coin story continues to inspire new generations of collectors, proving that history and value often hide in the smallest of places. From the hands of Queen Juliana's mint to modern auction halls, it stands as a symbol of how a modest 10-cent piece can become a priceless artifact that in every sense. The 1973 Netherlands 10-cent coin captures the beauty of discovery, the thrill of rarity, and the enduring value of craftsmanship. Its journey from ordinary circulation to million-dollar treasure remains one of the most fascinating stories in European coinage history.